I just want to be a well-rounded surfer. That's a big goal for me. And then another goal is to get a giant bomb at Mavericks. I feel like I haven't really gotten a proper set wave yet, and so that's another big goal. And then my last goal is obviously to make the Challenger Series and then the World Tour one day. So yeah. Hey, how do you know if you can hear it or not?
You can just say it.
Okay. What's up? I'm ZOE CHAIT. I'm from Half Moon Bay, California, and I'm 17 years old.
Obviously you like to surf. Is there anything else you like to do?
Yeah. My family's incredible. They definitely support me in everything that I want to do, and I have a brother named Brody who I surf with all the time, and we grew up surfing together. And then just my mom and dad, Marcus and Melissa, and they're awesome, great supporters. My dad's an epic filmer, films me all the time, and my mom's on stretching and nutrition duty, so we're pretty dialed. Yeah, I started surfing when I was like 9 years old. My brother and I would go out like every single day in the summer on wave storms, and we just got so hooked and would surf every single day that summer. And then Brody and I surfed together for like 3 years after that, and I started competing and absolutely loving it. And that's kind of where it like originated and where I found my love of the sport. Yeah, my brother was like getting into like doing rescue he wants to either be on like the Mavericks rescue team or just do safety for me, and he's getting back into surfing, and he would like find a lot of joy in like coming and picking me up in the bowl and stuff, so that would be pretty cool. I do enjoy like both free surfing and competing. I feel like when I am free surfing, I still am competing against like all the guys at home or anywhere I go. I like kind of just love competition, so I throw a little bit of competing in all my free surfs. But yeah, I've always been competitive since I could remember. I was doing sports where like you have to be competitive and be like smart and strong at the same time. So yeah, I just love competition, and surfing really just found me, and I loved like competing in surfing, especially because it was like just not just you against other people, but also you against the ocean, and you had to have all these things like happen for you to win, and I thought that was cool. There was like a big time when I was around like, I was swimming since I was 6 competitively, which was my thing until I was about 10, and I played soccer through all that time too. I loved swimming and soccer, and then I got really into triathlons, and I did that for about like 3 years, and I was really successful in that. And then I actually fell off my bike and got super nervous about the biking aspect of triathlons, so I stopped that, and then I quit soccer to just do swimming and surfing. And then one day I was just like, I'm done with swimming, I'm just gonna go with surfing. When I was about, I think 11 years old, I went all in on surfing. But now being on the high school team, it's with all my friends, and there's no pressure at all, and I just love to compete. So it's super fun, and I'm having a great time in my senior year actually swimming, and I'm hoping if I do go to college or after high school, I'm still gonna swim on some sort of like competitive or club team, because now I found loving it again, and it's a fun thing for me to do as like cross training as well. Yeah, I mean, actually this year I'm doing a hybrid schedule where I go to the school for 2 classes, and that's like 2 or 3 days a week, and then I do my other 2 classes at home. I'm a senior, so I like pretty much have all my credits done, so it's a pretty light year for me, and I'm excited for next year where I'm gonna take like a gap year and defer from colleges and just get to focus on surfing, which I think will be really nice for me. So yeah, I did just come back from Barbados, and that was the last competition of the 2023-24 QS season. And the next season is actually starting in about a week, where we go to Huntington for the first QS of the 2024-25 season. And for this, I'm like just really excited for this year. Last year I finished in 14th on the rankings, so this year I'm either hoping to get like top 10, hopefully maybe make the Challenger Series if I get top 5, and yeah, just take it contest by contest, hopefully have a better start than I did last year, and do well at Huntington. And yeah, it's cool having like, I feel like now I have a little bit of a family when I'm traveling with like the Matt Myers mentorship crew. Like we all are super supportive of each other, and I definitely felt that a lot in Barbados. Like some people had some really incredible things where they qualified for the Challenger Series, and others were like really disappointed, and we all kind of boosted each other up. And I think that's something that's really important when you're traveling, to not be by yourself. And yeah, that's kind of my goal, to make the Challenger Series next year, and I'm happy I have a good team to like help me do that. So I'm on the qualifying series right now, which is kind of the lowest rank for like kind of the upper like hardest contest you can do. And if you get top 5 for women, or top 4 plus a wild card for the women, make it to the Challenger Series. And then once you're on the Challenger Series, if you get top 5, you make the World Tour. So yeah, you have to go through a lot of contests and a lot of travel to even get to that stage, but it's a pretty cool journey. I mean, you get to go to some pretty awesome places. I'll leave for El Salvador around May 1st, and then be there until like the 14th for the ISA World Junior Games. So that'll be really cool. And then I'll have US Champs at Lower Trestles in June, and then a little bit of a break, and then we'll go back into some more qualifying series events to wrap up the year.
And what was your last ISA like?
That was pretty good. I got 4th place overall, so that was incredible. And then Team USA got a 2nd place overall, so we got a silver medal, and that was like awesome to be a part of. Just to be a part of that team at the ISA World Junior Games was incredible. I mean, I've never really done a surf contest where you're cheering for like a bunch of other people because you all have a common goal of like winning the gold for your country. So that was interesting, and yeah, it was just a fun time meeting everyone from all the different countries, and I'm really excited to go back again and go to El Salvador.
Well, your hometown was watching, and we were glued to the set.
Then I go to US Champs at Lowers. It'll be my last year that I'm allowed to compete in that, so I'm hoping to take the win.
Is that the NSSA one?
That's like USA Prime, so you do like 6 competitions throughout the season, and then the top half of the people in the rankings get to go to US Champs and compete against the people from like the East Coast and Hawaii, and it's like a pretty big deal if you win. So last year I got 4th, and this year I'm hoping to take the win.
Take the win, Zoe, take it.
I will, I'll try. I'd say, I mean, with Matt, it's definitely no secret, he's pretty much just like our friend, and that kind of helps a lot. Like, he's such a great guy that we all like enjoy hanging out with him all the time, and just inside and outside of the water. So we'll do a lot of like video review. He'll take time to like kind of either send us emails about like mental strategies that you can use to perform better. Like, he'll do a bunch of stuff, pretty much anything you need. Like, I can text Matt anytime and like about anything in life pretty much, and he'd be like stoked to help me with it. And yeah, it's kind of like what it's called, like a mentorship, not just a coaching. And everyone who works with him, I feel like, feels the same way, and I like love everyone who works with him, and it's cool to get to work with like Levi Slauson and John Mel and Nolan Raposa, who are some of the top guys in the qualifying series. Like, you get to see what they're doing to prepare for contests, and see like, oh, could I implement some of that into my training? And so that's another part of it, is working with some of the top guys and getting to see what they're doing as well. I got introduced to Mavericks by Bianca Valenti. She took me out for the first time. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna catch a wave, I'm just gonna sit on the ski and watch, and that didn't happen. I just went out and waited out there for a long time, and then committed to a wave, and I was definitely hooked. It felt crazy to go that fast surfing, and I loved the adrenaline, and so now I've been kind of chasing like every Mav swell that I'm here for. I like try and get out there. Bianca takes me out all the time, and this year I've kind of had a really cool time watching some of the like guys like Luca Padua and Alo do some crazy things out there that I hopefully one day will do. But it was definitely really cool to see like where they position themselves on the reef, and what they do to prepare, and how prepared they are, and how they're always ready to like go out if like a swell comes up last minute. And I just aspire to be like them. They also have really cool attitudes, and I think they're all really great guys, so I look up to them as like people and as surfers. Yeah, I got like my first wave. I felt like fully in the bowl. That was like a committed wave that was deeper and had a little bit of a late drop in early October, and so that felt really cool. I think I only caught one wave that day. It was like the first swell of the year. I like didn't feel that nervous, but I was like sitting a little bit over on the shoulder for a bit, and then kind of moved in and caught my wave. So I was stoked. Yeah, it was a good day.
Okay, you got a guy down.
Yeah, that was definitely, like, the day after Christmas may have been my best session so far. I've caught like 6 waves, I think, and made them all until my last wave. Then I did not make it, and I tombstone like for like, I don't know, like 14, 15 seconds, and I pulled my vest, and I was like, wow, this is legit. Like, this is what people talk about when they're like, Mavericks is super heavy, and I got to experience it firsthand, and definitely like a really good reminder for myself, like, oh, keep training, like this is heavy, and like this is stuff you need to be prepared for. And I was stoked that when I came up, I didn't feel like that winded. I was definitely a little bit nervous and thankful that Drake came and picked me up on the ski, but yeah, I felt fine. I felt like I could have done it without the vest too, and so that was a big confidence boost, but also like a wake-up call to like, oh, you need to keep training in the pool, like keep doing workouts and be ready for this, because it could happen in any session, like even if it's a small day. So yeah, I had a gnarly wipeout, but back on it, back at it, and ready to get another big one.
Sorry.
I picked her up on that one, and it was just pretty cool. She definitely got the beat down of her life, but she took it like a champ and put in a new canister and was right back out there. And that was pretty cool to watch. That was a special day for her, I know.
You went for it.
Yeah, I thought I had it, and the bottom just dropped out, and then I was under for so long. But I'm all good.
Yeah, Zoe.
You?
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. It's been a successful day. I think I might be done now.
Yeah, you're under for a little bit.
Yeah, I was. Oh my gosh. Whew. Oh, that was gnarly. Well, I had 4 where I actually paddled, 2 toe surf sessions, a couple days where I went out. Like, I went out on like the biggest day that I've ever seen, and just watched and got to be up on the ski with Bianca, and I see her get her gnarly wipeout, and everyone surfed like some of the most incredible waves like I've ever witnessed. So that day I didn't surf, but I think this year I surfed Mavericks around 4 or 5 times. Good year. I wish I was here for a couple of the other glassy sessions, but I know that I have a lot more years, and yeah, I'm excited for this coming winter too. Yeah, I kind of like came up with this goal last year. I was like, I don't want to just be a surfer who can surf like Mavericks and like some big barrels. I also want to be able to surf like on those 2-foot crappy days and be able to shred. Like my like overall goal is to be like one of the best overall surfers in any conditions like in the world. And so that's what I'm like striving towards every day. Like I'll go surf like barrels, and then I'll go like to the jetty and catch a couple 2-foot waves and try and do some turns or like some airs. And I just want to be a well-rounded surfer. That's a big goal for me. And then another goal is to get a giant bomb at Mavericks. I feel like I haven't really gotten a proper set wave yet, and so that's another big goal. And then my last goal is obviously to make the Challenger Series and then the World Tour one day. So yeah.
How about a world title?
And then a world title, yeah. Just stack those on top of each other and hope they keep coming true. So that would be pretty epic. Yeah, thank you to like all my sponsors. They've definitely been stepping up and helping me a lot this year, because I have a lot of crazy travel expenses. And big thank you to O'Neill, Creatures of Leisure, Old Princeton Landing, Brian helped me out a lot, Power Lines, NorCal Surf Shop has been helping me for years and really appreciate that. Rakuten has been great, a brand new sponsor.
Thank you to Hume Supernatural for all the support.
And then shout out to Coastside Buzz who kind of helped me out for this next leg of contests as well.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Right on, Zoe. This is really cool.
Sweet.
Is there anything that you feel like we didn't talk about that you wanted?
No, I feel like we're good. Thanks, Kurt. It's a fun day.
Right, thank you for your time.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, cool. All right.
Cool.
First wave was with Hunter, and then I just tried to build. Oh, there's Hunter! Yeah! Sorry! Got it! That was so cool! That was so fucking sick! Yeah.
Yeah, you look hands down, girl. That's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm stoked. Good day.
This is like my biggest gun that I have that Sean built for me. I still haven't even rode it yet, and I'm so excited to try it. It's 9.7. Pretty like bladey. Like I wanted him to make it like kind of narrow, but like also not as narrow as like I was riding like a Jeff Clark board that was from like the 1980s or something, so it's a little bit too narrow. But this thing, like, it's thicker, it feels like really good under my arm, and I think it's gonna paddle really fast, so I'm excited to try it. And I got like a replica of it inside that's purple, so that's pretty cool. And then yeah, I mean, I'm just so thankful that Sean made me these epic boards, and I'm excited to hopefully get some time on this one next year. And yeah, it's pretty sick.
Bricks a couple of times, and hopefully he can stay really.
By Elton John, so you never know. Could be a big hit. Thanks to Andrea and Esther. I don't have my computer. I can't do that right now.
Oh my God.